Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the top 5 best DSLR cameras. Starting at number 5. Nikon D3500 with AF-PDX. Nikon's entry-level DSLR isn't just ideal for beginners. At 12.9 ounces, it's also the company's most portable DSLR and is even lighter than Canon's 15.8-ounce Rebel SL3. For an easy-to-use camera to take on your next vacation, it checks all the boxes. The D3500 uses a redesigned body made for both a compact size and better ergonomics. The design is also geared towards beginners with a simpler control scheme and a guide mode for learning photography tips right from the back of the camera. While compact, the D3500 still fits in a 24-megapixel APS-C sensor that offers much better image quality than your phone, plus you get the versatility of interchangeable lenses. As a budget camera, the D3500 only snaps 5 FPS bursts and uses an 11-point viewfinder autofocus system, but it also starts at a very affordable price. Video tops at Full HD 1080p, and you don't get anything like the fast dual-pixel autofocus to help you out. But for beginning still photographers, the D3500 offers plenty to inspire you to move beyond your phone and into the world of interchangeable lens photography. However, if size and portability are your primary concerns, you may be better off looking at one of the best mirrorless cameras. But if you're already a Nikon DSLR owner, or you want the better battery life that comes with a DSLR's optical viewfinder, the Nikon D3500 is a great value. For more information and latest price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 4. Canon EOS Rebel T7i Body. The Rebel T7i may be 2 years old, but it remains Canon's best Rebel. Built around the same sensor and autofocus systems as the more expensive EOS 80D, the T7i packs a serious punch for an entry-level camera. In our review, we found its 45-point viewfinder autofocus easily kept pace with planes competing in the Red Bull Air Race, while the on-sensor dual-pixel autofocus worked just about flawlessly for video and live view shooting. With a 7 frames per second burst rate, it also won't have any trouble keeping up with your kid's Little League game, and in such burst shooting scenarios, you're likely to get some 2,000 photos out of the battery. But performance isn't the only thing that makes the T7i a great camera. It also incorporates the new Feature Assistant menu system that guides novices through the various modes and exposure settings, offering illustrated explanations of aperture and shutter speed effects. This makes the T7i as approachable as it is powerful, and it is truly one of the most well-rounded cameras available for beginners and budget-conscious enthusiasts alike. One of our few complaints about the camera is the lack of 4K video, a feature that found its way into the newer Rebel SL3, albeit with some pretty big limitations, but we still like the T7i as a budget video camera thanks to the aforementioned dual-pixel autofocus. As with the 5D Mark IV, this means video is simply easier to shoot, and that can lead to better results. The EOS Rebel T7i is in Canon's least expensive Rebel, but it is far and away the best. If you're in the market for a low-cost camera, consider stretching the budget for the T7i over the base T7. We think it's well worth it. Halfway of my listed number 3. Canon Digital SLR Camera Body. Honestly, the Nikon D780 could be in this spot too, or maybe the much higher-end Canon EOS 1DX Mark III. But if you want a strong video camera without dropping north of $2,000, the 90D is worth a look. It also has something the D780 doesn't: a screen that flips out 180 degrees. We don't recommend a DSLR for vlogging, but if that's what you want to do, the 90D has you covered. It was Canon's EOS 80D that brought dual-pixel autofocus to the series, greatly speeding up live view autofocus. Now, the 90D adds 4K to the equation. Unlike older Canon DSLRs that shoot 4K, the 90D does it without cropping the sensor, meaning your field of view doesn't change between still and video modes or when switching between 1080p and 4K resolutions. With the latest firmware update, 4K can be shot at either 24 or 30 FPS, while 1080p can hit 120 FPS for slow motion playback. The best mirrorless cameras routinely offer more features for video, like electronic viewfinders and in-body image stabilization. But if you're a diehard DSLR fan in need of a capable video camera, the 90D's excellent autofocus combined with crop-free 4K make it a good choice. The Canon EOS 90D is also a good all-around camera with good still photo performance as well. The 32.5 megapixel sensor is the highest resolution of any crop sensor camera, DSLR or otherwise, while the 10 fps burst rate means that the camera can keep up with most action. Battery life is also very good at 1300 shots per charge, and image quality is near the top of the pack for APS-C sensors. Coming in at number 2. Canon EOS 5D Mark IV. The 5D Mark IV is the latest member of the legendary EOS 5D family and one of the best Canon cameras. It has a familiar design and control layout, great image quality, and the best performance the series has ever seen. Besides a newly developed 30-megapixel full-frame sensor, the 5D Mark IV uses a 61-point viewfinder autofocus system and Canon's dual-pixel autofocus in live view. Even in the dim light of morning and evening, we found the camera to focus very quickly. Like the D780, the Mark IV can shoot continuously at 7 fps. It also uses dual card slots, but sports one South Dakota and one compact flash, CF. While slower, compact flash media has been used for generations of professional full-frame cameras, so many photographers have these cards lying around. The Mark IV is also the first 5D series model to include Wi-Fi with NFC and even has built-in GPS for geotagging photos. It was the EOS 5D Mark II that launched the trend of DSLR filmmaking, but the 5D Mark IV is no longer the standard bearer of DSLR video. Still, it is the first in the series to offer 4K video, albeit from a cropped region of the sensor. 4K also cannot be output over HDMI, let alone with 10-bit color. The 5D also lacks the D780's tilt screen. Whether on the go or in the studio, the 30MP full-frame sensor provides great image quality with more than enough resolution for most tasks and a respectable maximum ISO setting of 32,000. The body is fully weather-sealed and built like a tank, making the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV an investment you can count on for years to come. And number 1. Nikon D780 body. The D780 isn't just Nikon's newest DSLR, it's also the most refined. It replaces the incredibly popular D750 from way back in 2014 and uses an updated 24-megapixel full-frame sensor. While resolution is unchanged from the D750, the D780 can hit a higher ISO of 51,200. Essentially the DSLR version of the mirrorless Nikon Z6, the D780 is Nikon's first DSLR to incorporate on-chip phase detection autofocus, giving it responsive performance in live view and video modes. The eye detection autofocus, in particular, is very impressive. Unlike the Z6, however, the D780 features dual South Dakota memory card slots, allowing for backup, overflow, or separating media types to different cards. Compared to mirrorless, the D780 also has marathon battery life. It can work all day long with a SIPA rating of 2,260 shots per charge, the best we've seen. Not everyone needs that kind of long-lasting power, but it's a welcome feature for those who do, like wedding photographers, and means you can save money by not having to buy spare batteries. Video is another strong suit of the D780. Not only does it shoot 4K, but it also offers 10-bit output over HDMI into an external recorder. Combined with Nikon's N-Log flat color profile, it's suitable for professional use. This is Nikon's first DSLR to get these features, making it the best DSLR for video in the company's lineup. The LCD screen also tilts up and down, although does not flip forward, making it easier to get high and low angle shots. For more information and latest price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you found it helpful. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below.